soccer fans, and welcome to the 2016-2017 Serie A soccer season. In order to get you ready for the start of Serie A next week, today I'm going to be bringing you up to speed on the ownership and coaching changes in Serie A, and more importantly, breaking down the record-breaking player transfers. And there were some shockers. My name's Graziano. This is the Italian Soccer Addict broadcast, and you are where you need to be to get all the information. Ni hao Milano. After Chinese giant Sun Ing Corporation purchased Inter Milan last year, in June of this year, Milan owner Silvio Berlusconi announced that he had sold his 99% shares of AC Milan to Chinese giant CEO Europe Sports Entertainment Management Group for $700 million, which included the club's $288 million debt. Yes, Chinese is now the official language of the Milanese soccer. With these ownership changes also came coaching changes. When new Inter Milan owner Sun Ing Corp and coach Robert Mancini couldn't see eye to eye on which players Inter should sign, Sun Ing said goodbye to Mr. Disagreeable Mancini and brought in a yes man, Mr. Frank de Boer. I hope it works for him. Keeping with this trend, the new Milan owners Sino Euro Group put Sisa Mihailovic on a slow boat to China and replaced him with ex-Sampdoria coach Vincenzo Montella. It's Milan's fifth coach in the last 2 years. The new owners quickly realized that it was easier to fire one coach than 25 players. But the strangest coaching change story comes from Lazio, where owner Lotito fired Simone Inzaghi and replaced him with ex-Argentinian national coach Marcelo Bielsa. Bielsa signed a 2-year contract, but 2 days later announced his retirement. He must have seen the starting lineup, and surprise, surprise, Simone Inzaghi is back in. For Lazio fans, it was deja vu all over again. But these changes were nothing compared to the shockwaves that hit Italian soccer with Juve's transfer market moves. Looking to add an historic 6th straight Serie A Scudetto and a possible Champions League victory, Fiat broke the bank. They started off slowly by signing Dani Alves from Barcelona, then followed that with Croatian wonder kid Marko Pjaka and Bayern Munich defender Miha Vanitia. Then came the big hits. They brought in free kick specialist Miralem Pjanic by triggering his $32 million release clause from Roma. And if that wasn't enough, then came the icing on the cake. They brought in last year's leading scorer by triggering Napoli's Gonzalo Higuain $90 million release clause. Wow, what a stacked team. It's amazing what $200 million can buy. And there's still 2 weeks left in the transfer deadline. Roma took the money from the Pjanic sale and invested it in shoring up their defense. They brought in Fazio from Tottenham, Vermaelen from Barcelona, Juan Jesus from Inter, Mario Rui from Empoli, and Bruno Perez from Torino. Money well spent, I think. Hoping to replace Higuain, Napoli brought in 22-year-old Ajax striker Milik and midfielder Zielinski. They are also trying to pry away Inter's captain Mauro Icardi with a $60 million transfer offer. Will this happen? All I can tell you is that Icardi's wife and agent Wanda Nera has already purchased a house in Naples. Interesting, eh? You know that Italy continues to export its coaching expertise as yet another Italian coach has been hired by the EPL. Joining Ranieri at Leicester City, Conte at Chelsea, Guidolin at Swansea, Mazzarri at Watford, are Roberto Di Matteo at Aston Villa, and Walter Zenga, who assumes the coaching duties at Wolverhampton. Good luck to them. Italian soccer welcomes to its ranks legendary Mets and Dodgers catcher Mike Piazza, who now will be backstopping soccer balls. In June of 2016, he purchased Italian Lega Pro team AC Regina. Hope they start to win soon, or the only thing he'll be catching is flack. And finally, super soccer agent Mino Raiola negotiated Paul Pogba's $105 million transfer. It's cut $35 million. Lee Steinberg, aka Jerry Maguire, has nothing on this guy. And you know how he spent some of his money? Purchased Al Capone's villa in Florida. That's it for Italian Soccer Addict this week. See you next week when Serie A starts. Ciao.